Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to go over the Rift Odyssey Extreme 100 clears. So finally, after Chronos is out, people have been able to clear without the Fool. The Fool was mandatory up until then, you couldn't have cleared it without her. But now with Chronos out, you do need Chronos at 9 stars, that's for sure. And this is the team that you will be running. So this is without the 9 stars Chronos, but as you can see, the Beast is maxed out, so that's a hefty investment. But here you can see the idea of the team. So with Chronos out, with Carolla's legendary runes, you're basically doubling the stats that the Fenrir provides. Because Fenrir has no limit on her attack increase and it's a flat bonus, it will permanently keep increasing your attack increases, so the Chronos will keep on stacking. Now this does have a Fool, so it's a bad example, but this is the first team that cleared it with Chronos without Lucifer, and it's the idea that matters, not the clear itself. But the idea is to use the Fenrir or Odin. So these are the artifacts you want to spam as much as possible. But here's the first clear without the full Cerberus. It is 10 stars, so that's we'll have to do. But as you can see, this is the Fenrir usage. He's also using Susano, which is not mandatory, but he has a Chronos at 10 and then Transcended, or basically X'd, which is not a priority. You don't have to do that, and she can be safe at just 9 stars, but 10 stars will definitely help you even more. So the idea is to have permanent attack booster in the team that will keep on granting you attack and that will keep on scaling even further. So that's what you're going to do. That's why you're going to use Fenrir. If you don't have Fenrir, you can use Odin, although Odin is a bit trickier to use, I reckon. But Fenrir is scaling it easier because it's based on your actions, whereas Odin is based on the enemy actions. And since you can improve your actions, or rather your hits instead, but you can't improve enemy hits, therefore Fenrir is slightly better. Now let me see if I can cancel this and see whether so it's not this boss, so it's the next boss that is pretty much Extreme 100. I'm trying together to set you an example of how it works. And we're going to clear this one, and then we're going to do and stop at the Apex 50, because the Apex 50 boss is pretty much the Extreme 100 boss. As you can see, it's the classic Eudora. So this is the team that I have used. It's Chronos, Yorm, Babylon, Fenrir, and Loki. These pets kind of don't matter, only Cerberus matters, but this pet doesn't even work in my opinion, because it's only this part works right here, so the attack increase. But let's try and remove these pets and only use Cerberus, and we will see how the Fenrir works. So if you use anything but Fenrir, you will fail, and it has been proven many times before. But Fenrir just boosts your attack so much that scales with the Chronos, and it helps you team. But let's try and use Odin instead. Remember, this is without the pets, this is just a strength. Here's yet another clear with a Loki instead with Odin, no Fenrir needed, and it doesn't even have pay to win relic, so you can copy this quite easily. This clear right here is also pretty free to play player friendly because it doesn't have the pay to win relics, it just Cerberus 10 stars with these artifacts right here. I'm not even sure if I'm running the correct artifacts, to be fair. Okay, it seems I am. That's good. But yeah, here we are using the Loki, the Odin, Chronos, which will keep on boosting us. And you can, I tried to use Carolla Reds in here, but they didn't do much of a job. They did get the boss to some nice percentage low at the Apex 24 or 25, I forgot which one it is. But we're not clearing this one, it seems. But maybe we will actually. As you can see, because the Babylon is spamming so many ultimates, she's also increasing your attack from the Fenrir. If Fenrir was here, it's not, it's Odin, but this is why Fenrir is so good with this teamer here. So permanently increasing your attack with the Chronos, doubling it each time and every round. And yeah, the Odin only works, as you can see, attack plus when you get hit, which is not that many times. But let's try and skip. Maybe we will even beat this, I'm not entirely sure. We do not. So we're lacking some of the damage. As you can see, this is probably where Fenrir gaps the Odin, but you can use Odin with some RG, and with some more pets you would probably be able to clear this. Let's go ahead and deploy Fenrir. I'm not sure if any other hero actually does the job. I tried Arcana. Arcana also increases your attack. The issue is Arcana has a limit to the increase, whereas the Yingzheng also, but the others do not. Like Fenrir and Odin can stack you to the limitless times. Also, important thing is to not have Babylon speed. You don't want her casting the first, even though it will happen because of her of how her passive works, you want her to be casting the last. So let's go ahead and also don't use the pay to win relic to say. Let's try, actually my Kusanagi is busy. Let's try it and use actually I don't have anything that is kind of good. So let's try, I guess, let's see what can I use. Let's try the good old Excalibur. This relic was once so good for the Rift Odyssey. But yeah, let's try with Arcana. I don't think she will be getting close to beating this team. But yeah, you can use these teams right here in the Season 17 Rift Odyssey channel community clear records. You can go ask for help in here. People will be helping you. This was my clear for the Extreme, or rather Apex 25. But people will be helping you clear this. And so far people have been catching up. You will need Chronos 9. So this is even weaker than the Odin. As you can see, let's try a bit more to see whether the RNG helps or not. I will also deploy Planner Gate just to see the difference between the Odin and Arcana. Arcana has nice flat stat increase, but it's definitely not enough compared to the Fenir that she provides. Let's go ahead and use this relic right here. We also want to use this like this, I believe, because we want the extra action as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and skip this few times to it was kind of close. I unfortunately skipped too fast, but from the health bar I saw at the top it was kind of close to beating it, so let's try not to skip this fast this time. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. So Arcana is similar to Odin. That's really amazing. Maybe with the skin, with her speed, she would actually be on the same level. Now let's try with Fenrir. Maybe even Fenrir doesn't clear because we are basically playing without pets. Only the Cerberus is active, and I didn't min-max the accessories. I couldn't bother with that. And yeah, Fenrir clears this without any issues, as you can see. So yeah, I do have Loki with her runes. If you don't have her runes, I do suggest getting her. But I'm pretty sure you don't have to use Loki, even though she is a pretty strong buffer. You can use Sarija and Yushta for even more actions. So yeah, that's one of those heroes that you can substitute Loki with. But Loki, because she has so many actions, she has nice multipliers, she will be boosting your team even further with the Fenrir, but Sarija and Yushta gives your team also additional actions. So with good RNG, you will be able to replicate this without many issues. And yeah, that's it. Like, it's pretty simple. Just get the Chronos 9 stars if you're at Extreme 100. But yeah, if you're not, just get Lucifer. Lucifer is still the superior fate. I will be posting a short update on the fate priority right now. But yeah, overall, this is how you clear it. If any future clears happen, feel free to post them if you clear it, and feel free to come here and ask for the help. Thank you for watching. Good luck in your clears. Here's mine. As you can see, you can copy it right here if you want. It's buggy for some reason, but yeah. The first team I don't think will be giving you any issues, really. Not many players complain about that. I just threw whatever I had. But it's a whaley first team. Yeah, I just threw whatever I had really in my quick hotbar. But yeah, the second team is what matters the most. And as an honorable mention, we have a Seline clear record from the Nubaton. So Seline managed to clear Extreme 100 after like 10 exact seasons, I believe. So here's the full team. Basically everything is about making Seline as many damage instances as possible. So there's Sarija and Yushta, there's the Death Knight at 8 stars even, it's not even 9 stars. But the Death Knight has legendary runes, so you have to get them. They're just like a better version of Yorm's runes, but they do work better because Yorm only increases the ultimate damage, whereas Death Knight increases the all-around damage. From what I recall, I got them legendary too, like yesterday. So each action increases the team's damage. So yeah, it's overall damage instead of just ultimate damage. And yeah, Death Knight's legendary runes are definitely a priority. He says more notes about Sarija and Yushta Reds. Those I don't think are necessary unless she is the Elmer in this team, which she isn't, otherwise she would be in the front line. And then we have Kronos at 9 stars with X status as well. So yeah, pretty cheap free-to-play player record. You can even get Planner Gate 3 stars, not even 4 stars. You don't have to use Sarcophagus, so I have shown clear records with Sarcophagus, but this damage from the boss is immune actually to the crit. So the Sarcophagus is actually useless, and you would be better off using any other relic that is basically just good for the 3 rounds cooldowns, as many lance double actions as possible. So yeah, overall Seline does need legendary runes for this. You cannot clear without his legendary runes. If you did not know, Seline is one of those units that can scale infinitely. He does not have a cap. So Seline converts 20% of healing received into own attack, paired with this skill right here. So when Seline receives active healing, he also receives 2 stacks of damage boost, and limit of damage boost stacks increased by 15 for all allies. On top of that, when Seline receives active healing, he also receives 2 stacks of attack boost, and the limit of attack boost is increased. So yeah, overall Seline is one of those old ass heroes that can scale infinitely and was key part of the some Rift Odyssey clears, not extreme because extreme did not exist back then, but yeah, you can also use him as you can see right here. Thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one.